Mena, 177 kilos on the bar, in 8th place at the halfway stage, bringing forward 150 kilos. He'll feel a lot happier now. He knows that he's got a total.
It's a shame, he's so strong. Obviously those knees not allowing him to go into a deep squat position. It's going to really hold him back.
327 the total, but again, just to put it in perspective, the best man in the B group earlier in the day, that was Alejandro González Baez for Spain, total up 330 and did 183 in the clean and jerk. So here again, a wee while probably until the B group are surpassed. It's Michaela Breeze together with myself, David Goldstrom, and if you are just joining us at this halfway stage in the competition, the situation is that the Olympic champion, the two-time world champion, the snatch and total world record holder, is absolutely in a class of his own. A world record of 176 kilos, and he's got a big start over the rest of the field. But if we take him out of the equation and accept that he's very, very likely to take this championship, the next 5 men, Kim from North Korea, Zavaric from Poland, Alimov from Uzbekistan, and Tagian from Iran, are only separated by 5 kilos. So this competition is far from over, and remember, Poland have yet to medal at these championships, and they're the host nation. So they're pinning their hopes on Zavaric. When I say yet to medal, he has got a bronze from the snatch, but I'm talking about the overall honours.
Well, that's what I was just going to say there, I think, yeah. Poland's first medal at these World Championships. Can he bring home some more? Wow, look at that. We've got a squat jerk.
The cuts of Slovakia, 180. Made 2 out of 3 in the first half. Trying to improve from 7th position.
Well, for a lifter that is so tall, that really is super difficult to execute. It's not a lift that you coach. You see the clean, he's got the legs to stand with it. But let's just watch this power jerk. Drives to arm's length, but has to drop into a deep squat position. It's probably the hardest jerk to do, quite simply because lifters don't have the leg strength to stand up with it again. The clean is hard enough, let alone doing it twice.
So goes into first place, 333. So now Gonzalez from the B group has been surpassed in the overall position, but not yet in the clean and jerk. His leading score 183. This is 181. Oh my goodness gracious me, this man is having a nightmare. That is his 4th failure. Well, you know, when he didn't total in the Universiade in Kazan in July, at least he got a 145 snatch. So far,
well, that didn't look anywhere near, did it? It wasn't even on top of his shoulders. Elbows were down.
So Gabriel Mena now to come out for his 2nd attempt. 4 kilo increase to take him to 331. Entered a total of 340, so he's a bit shy of that mark. Needs this.
Well, again, the jerk very solid overhead. The clean he had to work harder for actually sunk into a squat position. Do you know what, David? It puts more stress through the knees trying to stop halfway down than it does hitting the bottom and driving straight out.
But the 331 is, in one sense, 9 kilos short of his entry total, but in another sense, it's 6 kilos up on his previous personal best. So it's progress. And now attempt number 5. Oh, he's got the clean. Oh no, oh.
Well,
is it too close to the windpipe again?
5 out of 5. Do you know what, if I was him, I wouldn't bother taking the third attempt. He's done, he's finished.
There was a little shake of the head there. Oh, it was close on the windpipe as well. Well, it's a difficult call for the coaches because their job is to turn him around and get him out there if they can, but I think they're really fighting a losing battle here. And unofficially I've got a retirement signal on my board here now, and the competition goes on. 183 the bar's going to now, and this for the arrival of Edinson Angulo Rivera, the second of the two Colombians. He only got 2 of his 3 attempts, and 143 to 146. He didn't really progress that far, and he's 12th at the halfway stage. 183 though. Interesting to see what he can build on this. Again, this would be a personal best for him, a kilo more than he lifted in the Pan Ams, in which he got a bronze this year. And 50 seconds, clock counting down. So is there going to be a change, or is there going to be a rush? A little bit of a rush.
Well, he's still got 35 seconds on the clock. He's still got plenty of time.
He's 31 years of age. He's the older of the 2 Colombians by 3 years.
Shouts of desperation from his teammates. Oh, I don't know, David. Right elbow to me.
Well, the central judge has decided that that's not to his satisfaction. That's Peter Molnar of Hungary.
I think the jury...
Well, it's 2-1 in favour. But the thing is that the jury has to be unanimous. As we saw this afternoon, it's quite difficult to get a unanimous jury, but you've only got 5 of them.
That was quite a blatant press out, I thought.
Nonetheless, he's got the lift by 2-1. So and it's Demirov coming on to the stage now. 185. Just looking at the planned lift there, that was what they planned to do.
Oh, there he goes. Let's undo that belt quickly, get the oxygen back in. Stood up with that bar a bit close to his windpipe. Stops the oxygen to the brain. He felt a bit lightheaded there. If we see the replay, we'll see his whole body shaking as he tried to set himself for the jerk.
Richard Kacz przygotowuje się wyprawić.
Edinson of Colombia. First attempt, 185 kilos. Small adjustment of the hands there. Just allow the jerk to be a bit easier, didn't have quite so far to drive it.
Gives him the lead in the clean and jerk, moves him up to 3rd place overall, so useful opener there for Edinson. And now Richard Tkac coming on for Slovakia. Now, you were explaining when he successfully jerked 180 kilos how difficult this is in terms of technique, and the margins for error are minuscule.
Oh, there's no margin for error on a squat jerk. Not only do you have to have tremendous shoulder flexibility, but also a huge amount of leg strength.
So why would you choose this particular technique?
Probably because he's lacking on the drive, unable to drive the bar high enough to be able to move into a split or a power position. You need to drive the bar right up high off your shoulders. And he obviously finds it easier to drop underneath. So much harder. I don't think I've ever even trained for that kind of lift. Power jerks occasionally, but squat jerks never.
Yeah, and these are serious weights, so putting yourself under the bar in this particular manner.
Yeah, he just lacks the leg drive to get the bar up off his shoulders, so it compensates by dropping into that squat position.
He's got the courage to put himself under the bar in that manner. Not many would do that. Now, Demirev got to come out again and try 185.
Let's hope he can see clearly after the clean.
Just about had enough time to recover. Wasn't?
No.
Oof.
Never set himself there after the clean.
It's a very deep split as well.
It had to be. That was a Superman jerk. As he dipped, hips went behind the bar, dropped his chest, just drove it forwards. Nothing underneath the bar. How on earth does he expect to hold on to it?
Ten sam zawodnik, Demirev, Bułgaria.
Well, he's under pressure now. 1 minute 50 left on the clock before he's got to start his next lift.
I'm doing the maths here as well. He lifted 150 kilos in the first half. He posted a total of 350.
I teraz troszkę szybciej. Przyspieszamy tempo. Ręce wysoko do góry. Klaszczemy!
So that would mean he needs 200 to get to that. So there, Colombia at the top of the table. That's a nice thing to see at the moment, first and third. And you can see some good lifting in the clean and jerk, as that scoreboard tells you. But as we surmised, Kaptari of Moldova calling it a day after the fifth failure, and a prudent decision. So Demirev got to come out, and this is, in a sense, all or nothing, because he didn't get anything out of it in terms of the first half of the competition, down in 9th place. Coming back after a long time out of the sport, this former world bronze medalist. Best part of 30 seconds remaining in which to achieve 185 kilos to give himself a total. No. And a second man from the A group goes out of the competition. And I know that you have strong views about people who come back from 4-year bans.
Well, I think, the results speak for themselves.
And in that case, it just did.
Say no more.
Now, Kim, remember, he brings forward 163 kilos. He's been faultless so far, but remember, he's only 19 and he's coming out for 187 kilos. Are you going to call it a mile?
Just that split-second silence where we're looking to see who's going to make the comment. I don't know what to say. That was just awesome. Very efficient. There's no room for error there. He really executed that lift superbly well.
Yeah, that's very satisfying. And he takes the lead. He's got a total of 350 kilos. He's 5 short of what he lifted in winning the Asian Championships this season. And it may be one of those championships for the North Koreans, you know, Michaela, that, you know, they get a lot of silvers, but it's really educational. They will have learned a lot from this journey.
Oh yes, they would. Goodness me, it's been
you put this
learning curve.
You put this in the equation, you know, you've got 2 World Championships to come, and both of those are to count for places in the Olympic Games. Start earning points to earn places next year.
So there's a great opportunity for some of these lifters to gain experience on the big platform when actually the results don't count towards Olympic selection and qualification. So this will be a big learning curve for many lifters here.
But this is where it gets really interesting as well, because Kim is in the mix for silver and bronze. So is Savaric here. Also, you can't rule out Alimov, and you can't rule out either Tagian of Iran, because only 5 kilos separated those 4 men at the halfway stage. So we've really got 2 things to concentrate on, but one will come much later.
Position underneath the bar, just perfect.
Well, 190, he's got a personal best of 197, but I've never seen that, and I didn't track that, so I don't know where that's come from. But in competitions like this year in the Europeans 182, the Olympics 182, whichever way you look at it, that's a really good opener for him, but he did have to work for it.
It is, he's making good progress. Quite rightly so. If the training program, if the principles are correct, then all of these athletes should be making fairly rapid progress. It's usually when you get to late 20s, early 30s that, if anything, it's more hanging on.
But Savaric is only 22, so
he's at the peak of his career.
Well, he's got the world ahead of him, hasn't he, really, at the moment.
Right. And these young men as well, as they're going through growth spurts, as they're thinning out, they have extra testosterone, which is really going to help with strength gains.
Right, second attempt here for Edison Angulo Rivera. The other Colombian, his teammate, has finished with a total of 333. That looked hard. He's got it, and he's feeling good.
There really is an atmosphere this evening, Dave. This is the first evening where the whole room has been buzzing.
Gets up 190, goes to 336. He's sitting in bronze medal position at the moment. Richard to catch. Well, can he master this technique for a 3rd time? He's gone 180, 185, 190 now is the question that he faces. He's on 338, so this is for 343. 2 5-kilo increases. Richard, 28 years of age. A European bronze medal a couple of seasons ago. His highest achievement to date. stretched too far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be feeling that either in the hip or the knee. Collapsed at the bottom of that clean.
Now Cheremai of Albania, well, he really is on the catch-up game here because two extremely costly failures in the snatch. He's at 6th place at the halfway stage, but only brings forward 155 kilos. And just to remind you that Lu Shi-chun of China, 176. That just shows you the difference. 21 kilos behind at the halfway stage. Oof, that looked hard.
The jerk was very solid, but the clean, unconvincing in my view. He's trying too hard with his upper body, not really driving powerfully with his legs to get maximum height on the bar. What is interesting though is he's one of the very few lifters in the whole World Championships who's not using any wrist supports, any knee supports, or a belt.
Of course, while he was suspended, he would be training, but the other side of that coin is the fact that he was only legitimately allowed to enter competition in mid-July. So he missed the European Championships, he missed the University Games, he missed all the opportunities, he missed the Mediterranean Games. So, you know, you could say also ring rusty, because he's only had from July in earnest to get ready for this.
He's a lifter who's very fast, very powerful, but technically just lacking, and that's going to cost him on the heavier weights. The coach there has just said to him, come on, you know, drive your legs, extend.
I must say that in the suit there is the president of the Albanian Federation, and I think he gets too involved. I think, you know, I've watched this and I've seen this, I saw it in Albania as well. I think he creates the wrong sort of pressure. At this stage, leave it with the coach and the lifter. Right, they're on their feet again. The flags are flying for the Democratic Republic of North Korea, and Kim coming out for 193, 5 kilo increase, and this will put him in the first place in the clean and jerk and the overall competition. So this for 355.
Well, that buried him at the bottom, found the legs to stand up.
He's got the strength overhead though to finish the job, and he has finished the job. Nothing wrong with that for me. 3 white lights coming straight up from the judges.
Brilliant, the jerk was great. He drove as high as he could, but then split nice and wide, dropped nice and low to get underneath it.
This is where it becomes interesting, because he weighed in at 76.32. Remember, Zavaric of Poland, one of his main opposition, he's heavier. So Zavaric on 351, he can't take 4 kilos, he's got to take 5, which is where he's posted 195 to come in. But it's nip and tuck at the moment. And remember, the Iranian isn't going to start till 195. Now he's got the most kilos to catch up in this fight for silver and bronze, but I wouldn't rule him out yet, because he's actually got a clean and jerk of 203 kilos this season.
David, I'm just looking at the scoreboard at the moment. It really is so close. I keep looking at this and I'm trying to make a call on who I think is going to take the silver bronze medal here, but I can't do it. It's way too close.
Meanwhile, Edison Angulo from Colombia to finish off, 4 kilo increase, this for 340. This would be 13 kilos up on his Pan American score of this season. No.
Well, it was an easy deadlift.
He finishes on 336, which is still an improvement of 9 kilos. And as in pretty well every sport we know, Michaela, there are those who come into a competition like this who know that they are really truly in with a shout of the medals. And there are other athletes that come in with targets, the steps that they're looking to make.
I think you have to come into something like this with your own game plan, regardless of how close you are to the medals. It's so easy to get drawn into a battle with everybody else, but at the end of the day, you've got to control the controllables, control what you can, let the coaches worry about the other lifters.
Now, this is Ulugbek Alimov of Uzbekistan. 150.80 he brings forward. He was in 4th place at the halfway stage. Missed out on the bronze medal by 3 kilos. Lighter than Savaric, so this is going to become interesting now if he can do this. Oh, it is interesting, because that's put him into the lead in the clean and jerk and has zoomed him up to 2nd place in the overall standings.
He's limping though.
Oh, that's just to give a false clue to the opposition.
No, he was definitely limping. He's suffering there, but pain is irrelevant.
Well, the coaches have got to be really sharp here, because the situation is that Kim, with 1 attempt left, is on 3:56. Alimov is in 2nd place now with 3:53. Savaric in 3rd with 3:51. The bar is going to 1:95 for his 2nd attempt, which is what he needs to get in front. Well, actually, having a look at this now, 5 kilos won't do it. It will only put him 2nd.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's not allowed.
Oh, he's dizzy as well. The lifter dips is considered an attempt at the jerk, therefore a failure.
So he's got 1 left. Alimov has got 2 left. Kim has got 1 left. And I reckon, well, Chelimai's got to come into this now, but he's 3:46, he's 10 kilos behind Kim. Well, this is where the other coaches start to play the game here. They want to get rid of Savaric out of the way, so they'll be more than happy to put him in here. Then they know what their lifters have to do to make sure that he's not a player. Yeah, he's 3rd at the moment. The leader hasn't even started, so sadly for these fans,
well, the bar has gone up, David.
It's gone up to 196, and that's for the appearance of Liu Xiaoshun. Now, he did say he was going to come in at 2:05, so what he's doing is securing the medals, making sure that, having built up that advantage that he had with the snatch world record in the first half, he puts 1 lift in here, conservative, makes sure the championship, and then he can play. So, is he as good as we think he is? He is.
Oh, goodness me. Wow. You rarely see a squat jerk to have 2 in 1 competition. Well, he really is playing there. I reckon he could do that for 3 reps in training.
Well, that was that note, which I wasn't in the gym, but somebody passed me a note that he was seen in the gym doing a pause squat with 260 kilos.
Pierwsze podejście. Albania. Please prepare.
So there he is with 372. So pretty well with that attempt, making sure of the championship. Now 196 for Rasul Taghian of Iran. Now, he only got 1 out of 3, but he did get 158, which gives him some sort of an outside chance. He would go from where he is at the moment, 5th, right up into 2nd place in the clean and jerk, and 3rd in the total. And this is not impossible based on what he's been doing this season. And is he going to be more comfortable now in this discipline than he was in the first examination of the snatch, which requires just that extra amount of precision, or absolute precision. 10 seconds. Okay. Oh, no. There's a... has to be a... They can't give him that.
No way he's getting that.
No.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it's 2 to 1. How can it be 2 to 1? That was as clear as a foggy day in Beijing. No, but you know what I mean. There are some that are marginal. You can't really see the right arm from here, but
that was shocking refereeing by whichever referee gave him the white. They had 2 or 3 attempts there to see it.
Yeah. So his chances, that's those of Taghian, ebbing away. And this is Cheremai on the stage now. 5 kilo increase. This would take him to 351. He would lead in the clean and jerk, and he'd be 4th overall, and he still has 1 more attempt after this. He's creeping closer. Oh, he just about does it.
Burnley might want to put some of that enthusiasm into actually lifting the weights. Jerk was nowhere near, was it? A couple of lifters under a bit of pressure right now.
Well, I'd like to be in this fight for silver and bronze overall. Kim Kwang Song, he's in a pretty decent position. He's still in 2nd place. Svaric of Poland at the moment has dropped down to 4th. Alimov of Uzbekistan is in 3rd. But he's got to get this, and then he's got to do something massive in the 3rd attempt to give himself any sort of a chance. There's a clean and jerk medal perhaps in the offering, which would be some sort of consolation. Oh no. Well, it's gone now, surely.
Wouldn't be putting any bets on him on his 3rd attempt.
Svaric is still just there. Alimov also. Kim, Poland, Uzbekistan and North Korea fighting for the silver and bronze. Right, Kim wants to put this to bed. He wants the silver. He knows he can't get the gold. They all know they can't get the gold. Right. He's really up for it, isn't he? Can he get the clean? Oh.
Technically the best lifting in the competition so far. Not as strong as some of the other guys, is, but
2-1.
technically...
Yeah, I just wondered whether there was something there, but for me that was good enough. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I hope we get a front replay. Just have a look at it. Is there a tiny press out? No, it's just movement.
It's not the best angle to see the replay from, but I didn't see any movement there.
No.
Well, Christoph.
Well, Smaric now. This is Kim's actually in the lead in the clean and jerk, 3:59, and just 196 on the bar. This is to try. No, it's not going to happen. He's got the bronze medal, and that's the only medal, I'm afraid, for the Polish fans from the snatch half of the competition. And so one by one they're falling by the wayside. You've got to take your hat off to the young lad from North Korea, haven't you, Kim? I mean, that's brilliant. He's done 6 out of 6, and that deserves, well, what will ultimately be the second best medal. But he's got, look, at the moment he's in the gold medal position in the clean and jerk, but reality tells us that he's going to get 3 silvers.
You know, you can't ask for any more than 6 out of 6. He's gone out there, he's executed to his game plan. He's now got to go and sit and wait. There's nothing else he can do.
So Cheremai now. Yeah, it's all about clean and jerk honours at this particular moment. He's in 4th place. Tagian of Iran has got to come out and take his last attempt. Well, at the end of it all, only 2 out of 6. And I have to say, you know, Romola Begay as well. The Albanians, they really don't get much, you know, all too often they're only making 2 out of 6. They're just getting away with the total.
That's just not good enough at this level. You've got to be much more consistent than that. Maybe because they're pushing the boundaries. Maybe they're pushing their own personal limits.
Well, I think that's what happens a little bit. I was alluding to that with the president there. I just think he creates too much pressure. You know, if you've hired coaches, let them get on with it. Now, all the way from Isfahan, Tagian. Now, this would put him into the bronze medal in the clean and jerk with only 2 men alive. So effectively, this is for the bronze medal in the clean and jerk and 3rd place in the total.
And that was better. So was that.
Has he pulled it out of the fire? He might well have done.
I think he just did. Catapulted himself right back up into medal contention now. That really was a superb recovery.
354 kilos over into 3rd place overall. And we stand now with 4 lifts remaining. And the one man who can change things here, of course, is Alimov. This man has 2 attempts left. He's on 353. He weighed in at 76.31. He's now challenging with a 2 kilo increase here for overall 3rd. Just taking what he needs to take because Tagian was 76.54. So this will put him up these 2 kilos to 355, and then he's got 1 more attempt. So he's securing a medal first, and then he might have 1 go at Kim, who's currently in the overall silver medal position.
Tremendous leg strength. Oh, mistimed the dip. Oh, he's got away with it.
He has, and it's changed the scoreboard as well, because he's pushed Tagian out of the medals of Iran. He was the Iranian in third place in the clean and jerk. He was third place in the overall.
Just watch the replay, David. The clean was very, very strong, but as he stood up now, just watch when he dips. The bend on the bar. Typical slow-mo replays. The bend on the bar was still coming down as he was trying to drive up. That's what I was referring to when he was lucky to get away with it.
Well, now having got that and being at 355, now we're looking at him versus Kim. Kim, 76.32. Would you believe this for weights? Kim, 76.32. Alimov, 76.31. And so Kim is on 359. Alimov's on 355. Why is he going to 201? Why on earth is he going?
I mean, shot at the silver medal. What does he need?
Yeah, but hang on a second. He's on 355. He's the lighter of the two, and he's 4 kilos down. What he's going? Yeah, 201. Yeah, it's correct.
So 201. This will be for the silver medal.
Yeah, it would enhance his lead in the clean and jerk, and it would be for the silver medal. Just having a look at what he's done. I mean, he's never done 200 plus. He did 197 in the Universiade, but this would be some lift.
It will. Can I just say as well that Liu Xushang, who is waiting in the wings for his second attempt, he's had an awful long wait between first and second lift. So let's hope that he hasn't faded out and gone to sleep back there. Let's hope he's on fire, ready to go.
So, if he gets this, he would have made 5 out of 6. Kim, we've talked about him. He's made 6 out of 6. Deserves the silver medals, but
good recovery. Has he got the legs now? Can he stay composed?
no. He's done really well to fight back, but in a funny sort of way, Michaela, I think justice has been done, because the man who's made 6 out of 6 has come out with the shinier reward.
Yes, he has. Well, the bar is now going to 204 kilos. This is going to be an attempt at a junior world record.
Well, it can't be a junior world record because he's 29 years of age.
It's supposed to be it's a total world record, I'm guessing, yeah?
We're looking at 372. Total world record is 379. So this is, 8 kilos? 8 kilos up.
Total world record attempt.
Yeah. And then we'll have a think about the clean and jerk.
Yeah, but also here, China are playing this a little bit on the risky side. He doesn't need 204 kilos to win the gold on the clean and jerk. He's looking at bigger things, world records. He's guaranteed the gold medal overall, though.
Yeah. At the moment, he's only in third place in the clean and jerk. But he's got options.
He must be confident.
If he doesn't get this, he does have one more attempt at his disposal. But why am I proposing that? Why am I even thinking about it?
Well, like we ever doubted him.
So he set a snatch world record. He set a total world record. There's only... That's a little nod for his sponsors. Trying to get a new car. That's a car manufacturer, by the way, that he stood next to. I personally never looked up what that sort of car is, but have a look at this.
Just incredible strength in the shoulders there. The legs to stand up. Shoulder flexibility.
Now,
Well,
No, he's called it a day. He's called it a day. He's not going to go off the Oleg Perepetrenov's record. The clean and jerk world record stands. He had the snatch world record. He had the total world record. He's improved both of those. He's been the master of men's 77 kilos. And the gold goes to China. The silver to North Korea, the Democratic Republic of North Korea, People's Republic of North Korea, and the bronze goes to Uzbekistan. So everything goes to Asia.
Well, that was a great competition. Just saw the board that he was signing there. That's just to say that he agrees to a dope test.
And there you can see the clean and jerk rankings. Well, Alimov denied Kim a set of silver medals, but I don't think Kim's going to be too worried about that. And you can see at the bottom there, two men who failed to complete. Well, you've seen something very special. You've seen Lu Shi-chung collect a third world title to go alongside the ones that he collected in Goyang in 2009, in Paris in 2011. And there, the total there, 380 kilos. That is 1 kilo more than he lifted to win gold in London.
Z dnia na dzień kibiców przybywa też sportowych emocji. Jutro kolejne biało-czerwone flagi będą.
Well, maybe it was prudent not to go for that clean and jerk record, given that in the national games he tried 207 and 211. He didn't make either of those. But not worried about that. He's given us a wonderful evening's lifting here.